the Trago Stadium at Bodmin, a quite superb complex which has only been up for about 3 or 4 months, and it's staging today the first ever indoor motorcycling for juniors staged in Europe. It's under the sponsorship of BMW. We've got something like 60 to 65 young riders aged between 6 and 16 taking part here today.
From these boys and girls. I'm really looking forward to the Speedway. This is an entirely new concept, indoor Speedway for the West Country, on an entirely new surface on scramble bikes. I don't know, you just couldn't have such a unique mixture in your life, could you? It's going to be really exciting. I think the thing is, you've got to remember, Chris, is that, oh dear. Well, oh Lord, what's happened there? It's number 9.
That's Brett Newitt.
Brett Newitt, yes. Well, I don't know what happened there. He's fallen awkwardly, I think. But he's a sturdy little lad. He'll be up and around again shortly. I think he just toppled over. But the rest of the riders are on the line. And what I was going to say, Chris, there's more to Speedway than just speed. You've got to have the style right. You've got to have the position on the track right. You've got to find the best part of the course to give you maximum adhesion. It's no good getting wheel spin and finding yourself in the wrong part of the course. So you've got to use your little head as well as your little wrist.
Well, there's certainly little heads and little wrists involved here, and there's that little lad, Brett Newitt.
I was saying
Problem
before...
solved, tears wiped away, he's back on his bike.
They're tough lads, they're tough lads.
I'd like to see him win this one. I wonder if he can.
He's got the sort of grit to be a good Speedway rider. You've got to take the bangs and pick yourself up, dust yourself down and get on with it.
Well, right on the outside, we've got the considerable bulk of David Edwards. There's Brett Newitt, just joined the line, number 9. Lovely little lad. There must be mums all over the place, Laurie, saying, oh, dearie me. How can they risk it?
Oh, somebody's jumped.
Well, they let him go. A fair start, apparently, and it's David Edwards from Penzance who gets away, but look at little Brett Newitt going around the outside. Good gracious me. Well, he might have arrived late on the start line. And what a good line he took there, Laurie.
Yes, he's using the track very well indeed. Floating onto the outside for the next corner, getting himself right in on the corner. Nice high elbow on the right there. Full control of the throttle. He's doing very well.
David Edwards, number 12 in second place, and number 8 is Robert Palmer from Bristol. But little Brett Newitt is, well, he's going like grease lightning.
You see, the others aren't using the track to the same degree, and he's getting all the acceleration from his little motor.
It's going to be a tremendous final, I'd have thought, between Gareth Chamberlain and that little lad.
Looks like it. Both of them have very good riding techniques, which is very important where your space is limited.
Very good win indeed for Brett Newitt from Plymouth.
What a comeback.
That's the little lad who fell off on the way out. And a few tears. Well, I bet there aren't any now. That'll be a good final. Well, this race should produce a fair amount of competition because there's some very good riders here, particularly number 28, who is Colin Roberts, who takes the inside line there, gets away very well. He was hotly tipped to win this class, and his early form looks pretty good. On lap 2. Colin Roberts ahead of John Tarr, one from Morval, one from Exeter, and both on Kawasaki's. We haven't seen many of those today. Robert Jager, Blackwater on the Yamahas in third, number 27. But look at that boy go, John Tarr. He's got by on the inside, just about lost the line, but managed to hold it. And didn't he do well, number 25? John Tarr from Exeter, screaming away on the last lap. And that is a little bit of a surprise, because Colin Roberts was expected to win. John Tarr wins, Colin Roberts second, and Robert Jago is third.
Beautiful riding there from John Tarr from Exeter. Really exciting stuff coming up on the penultimate act, and pipping number 28 there, Colin Roberts, and really doing it very well. Colin started well, got squinged in on the first corner, but a really lovely ride from John, and again, excitement all the way.
And a falcon in the making, Laurie.
Well, let's hope so. Interesting just to note, we have a former Falcons captain here today, and that's a great friend of ours, and a man who captained the Falcon many, many years ago, Martin Ashby. He's a very great favourite here in the West Country. It's nice to see him down the West Country again. Excellent.
Well, that's just a couple of the heats we've looked at. Let's now go ahead to the finals, and starting with those super little kids who've been entertaining us all afternoon, the cadets. And these are 6 very, very good riders indeed through to the final. So here we are, all ready for the first final. This is the cadets. Number 9 on the left is Brett Hewitt from Plymouth. And they're away, and the man with the start was Paul Miller, or the boy with the start, rather. But Gareth Chamberlain on the inside has done well, and there's one, in fact, down. That's Tony Hebbleweight is down, out of camera. But Gareth Chamberlain leads for Cornwall. Paul Miller, number 2, is second. And Brett Hewitt is way out of it, I'm afraid, in right at the back, 5th place. Gareth Chamberlain leads. Paul Miller is second. David Edwards is third. And Brett Hewitt is, I'm afraid, out of it at the other end. And the flags are out. You get yellow flags, which means a caution, go slowly. But Gareth Chamberlain is certainly going to win this, and it's a pity that there've been a couple of little falls in this one, Laurie, because it was going to be a good race.
I don't think there's anything to touch him, providing he keeps the bike upright. He's got lovely style, he's unhurried. Look at that, and he's keen. He's using the bike, he's using his body, he's sliding forwards and backwards. And really, there's great talent here. This boy's only 6 years old.
Well, there goes Gareth Chamberlain on his final lap. Looking so confident, left leg out, and there he goes. And there's our first winner of the day in the Speedway, Gareth Chamberlain, number 4 from Blackwater on a Yamaha, and he's won the cadets. But Brett Hewitt in the middle is limping up the middle of the track, and you had to feel very sorry for him. He had a fall up at the other end, little Brett Hewitt, and he must be very disappointed. That's a little lad who fell in his heat on his way out to the track. So he's had an unfortunate day, but a right little hero to me, Laurie.
He's a trier, don't worry. He'll be back again sometime, but he's a brave hero, and the crowd love it. They really appreciate all the work, but that sums it up beautifully. These boys try hard, they ride hard, and they'll take the bangs if necessary.
Well, right on the inside in this junior final for 8 to 10-year-olds, 80cc machines, is Steve and Annear, number 19.
And he's on the position I would like to be in, Chris, right on the inside. If he gets a good start, I don't see anyone getting in his way on that first and very sharp left-hander. So I think Steve and Annear is very well positioned.
Michael Vincent, though, number 15, won his heat, and must regard himself as being in with a pretty good shout here. So, second final, 8 to 10-year-old juniors, 80cc machines, Steve and Annear, 19 on the inside, Michael Vincent, 15, second from the left. And that should be the battle, but Michael Vincent not very well placed on the line. And a very good start indeed on the first leg, first bend for Steve and Annear. Well, he'll take some catching now. Marcus Barnshaw, number 13, in second place, but Steve and Annear is gaining yards on every lap. Michael Vincent, number 15, in third place. Marcus Barnshaw, 13, in second, but Steve and Annear, number 19, on a Yamaha, is leading.
He's got a lovely style, this lad. He's putting his left foot right forward, getting the weight right, and getting all the adhesion and the acceleration. Good lad, this. Very well done. Nice style.
Well, he's on the last lap now, Laurie. Comes from a motorcycling family. His dad, Brian.
Look at the difference. He's way out in front, and there's nowhere else near him.
His dad is one of the organisers here today, and there's the winner. Steve and Annear, number 19, winner of the juniors, and a boy with some future, I think, Laurie.
I think so. He used his head very well there. The inside position is getting a good start, and right from the tapes up, he was away. That is a good lad. I like his style. I like the way he uses his body and the way he puts his weight forward for the corner. Well done.
Oh, here we go. Intermediates final. Again, 80cc machines. A lot of Kawasaki's in there. Those are the green ones. And 11 to 13-year-old are the riders. Seemond Stephens still on the inside, 32. 25 is John Tarr. They're away this time. Good start for Seemond Stephens, but John Tarr as well. Number 25 going very wide indeed. And Tarr goes into that third bend in third place. But Seemond Stephens, number 32, leads as they start the second lap. John Tarr, 25, is third. And 28, Colin Roberts from Morval is second. Seemond Stephens leads. Colin Roberts is second. John Tarr is third for Exeter.
Yes, he's got all the time in the world. He just wants to take it easy now, do nothing silly, and the race is his. Nice style and unhurried. Look at that, all the time in the world, even to look round to see where the opposition is.
Well, John Tarr is going to have to really work hard to get up from third place. As Laurie said at the start, he didn't have a very good position, almost on the inside. Seemond Stephens had the best line. And looks over his shoulder again. Very confident. Knows he's got it in the bag. And there he goes. Seemond Stephens wins from Dobwalls. And he's the intermediate winner. Number 32, Seemond Stephens from Dobwalls in Cornwall.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Once you get to that first corner, with this track, it's cutting up now, quite understandably. But once you're on that first bend by yourself, then the race is yours. But young Seemond Stephens there from Dobwalls showed how it was done. Really first-class performance, and the race was all his from the beginning.
We're now up to the big boys. These are 100cc machines. And these lads are all 11 to 13 years old. And I would think the one to watch here is probably Andrew Annear. He's the brother of Steve and Andy Annear, who we've seen winning earlier in the 80cc class for juniors, 8 to 10 years old. There he is, number 35. And he's threaded his way through there very well indeed, and will take some catching.
Yeah, Speedway purist here, Chris, I don't think would be too pleased with the style, but undoubtedly there's plenty of excitement. The far end of the course there, we have a rider off and a bit of a pile-up, but number 35 has got to wheedle his way through there, but undoubtedly has Andrew Annear, 35. This is not good Speedway style, but very effective. Real scramble stuff, that. He's getting in the front and staying there.
Well, Nigel Yeo is the only other rider in with a shout, and he's chasing very hard, but I don't think he'll catch Annear. Annear, 35, and Nigel Yeo, 42. The other two are both back markers and a lap behind. And the only hope possibly for Yeo is that the back markers hold Annear up, but I don't think they will. A very confident rider, right out the outside. Left leg out. Turn on that throttle as he gets down the straight. And away he goes again. And the Annear family doing rather well, Laurie.
Yes, they are indeed. Well, not exactly textbook style of riding, Chris, but effective. And these bikes are very clumsy. You can't broadside on them too well. They've got big knobbly tyres. And once that back tyre grips in, the front wheel comes up. You saw there that Andrew was having a lot of difficulty keeping the wheel down. But well done, nevertheless.
Well, Anthony Jago, number 47, has the inside at the gate. Anthony Jago comes from Blackwater. He's on a Yamaha, and these are 125cc machines, and these lads are 14 or 15. And Jago had the good line and the good start, but number 50, Stephen Treen, came right round the outside, and he may well take him. He seems to have the power on the Suzuki. Jago, 47. Stephen Treen from Exeter on 50. Yamaha first, Suzuki second, and Yamaha third. They might have a bit of a race on here, Laurie.
Yes, but I think number 47, Anthony Jago's got it all tied up. He seems to be slower on the corners, and Steve Treen is coming up behind him, but once he gets on the straights, there's nothing much to keep off him. And I think he's got it, providing he keeps a nice cool head, he's got the race in the bag.
Yeah, Treen has a bit of trouble on the bends, doesn't he? He's not taking as good a line as Jago.
No, I think Anthony Jago's okay. He's doing nice and quietly. He's not doing any pyrotechnics, and I think he knows he's got it.
Well, there he goes, Anthony Jago from Blackwater. Wins the 125cc class. He's the first of two 125cc classes. They're the younger of the two. Anthony Jago from Blackwater wins.
I think had Stephen Treen been a little less erratic on the corners, he might well have won that, because he was picking up all the time, but then on the straights losing it. So, but nevertheless, let's not take it away from Jago. He deserved to win.
Well, I think it's worth mentioning, Laurie, as we come to this final, the big lads, the 16-year-olds, the big machines, 125cc's, that this really has been a most superb event. Very, very well organised indeed by the Motorcycle Club. It's worked to perfection, I think, and bound to happen again.
I think we should pay tribute not only to the organisers, of course, but to the riders themselves. They've shown that although they're only teenagers, they can provide really exciting riding. And yes, I agree with you. Let's see a lot more of this. This should be a really exciting finale.
Right.
Ian Bettison on the inside line too.
Yes, Bettison 56, Uren unbeaten indoors 53, and he's come across from the outside, and he might well lead through that bend. This will be a cracker. Bettison is 56, Uren is 53, Stephen Ash is 54, and Duncan Shear, the back marker, is 57. And it's Stephen Ash from Barnstable who leads. Bettison 56, the club champion, is in second. And Uren, unbeaten indoors, as I said, is 53, and he's in third place. Ash leads, Bettison second.
Well, Stephen Ash is really going at it with great verve. I like his aggressive sort of style, and I think he's going to do it. Look at the position of his body. He's using it. He's using the bike's power very sensibly and getting the best out of the rough stuff as well.
Well, Ian Bettison is making no impression on him. They're coming up to the last lap now. Here they go. Stephen Ash in the lead. Bettison is second. He's really got to go now. 53 is Uren. 57 is Duncan Shear. But it's going to be Ash, number 54 from Barnstable on the Yamaha. Ash wins. Bettison is second. Uren is third. And Duncan Shear is fourth. And that was a very, very good win indeed from Stephen Ash on the Yamaha from Barnstable. And a bit of a surprise.
Yes, I think so, but well ridden nevertheless. He got a good run at the start, and I think he was a worthy winner.
Well, the end of a very successful afternoon at the Trago Stadium at Bodmin. It just means that the presentations now are to be made for the first, second and third in each of 6 classes, and the presentation will be made by Graham Pearce, who is the marketing manager of BMW Motorcycles. Thanks very much indeed for joining us for what we hope has been as enjoyable an event for you to watch as it has been for us to produce. From Trago Stadium at Bodmin, goodbye from us all.